This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Brews and Banter.
Roman
For
does.
what?
There's patent.
Yeah.
It's actually a patent.
It's actually a banana.
Yeah.
It patents for sure.
Banana hammock.
Yes.
So, hey, Frank.
Hey, Roman.
And hello, Jessica and Vince. You guys want to introduce yourself and we'll explain to people what's going on here.
Sure. So I'm Jessica Rawson, but I'm also known as JJ behind the bar. I am a bartender at Smokey Bones, but about a year ago now, I started being the catering specialist at Smokey Bones. So catering has really blown up for us over the last year, and we love it. We're getting a lot of business, and we've done a lot of different companies recently, so we're just trying to build our business. So
Nice. And how big is Smokey Bones? Is it a huge franchise up here in Northeast?
There's about 60 of us across the country, just on this coast, though.
I see.
We don't really venture beyond the Mississippi.
All right.
there's 4 in New York State.
Okay, I see.
So the closest one to us is Buffalo or Albany.
Albany's closer.
Oh, so you got a good market here, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And then how's the catering work?
So basically, we cater for all types of events. We recently have been catering for Amazon a lot. Even last year, we did their holiday for the drivers and everything. We did how many individual boxes? Probably 500 boxes of delivery for them.
It was a lot.
A lot. I've done the North Carolina Tar Heels, the men's and the women's team. I'm doing the Syracuse Mets on Wednesday. We're doing, we just did Anheuser-Busch. I did a wedding last year, so that's always an option too. So.
But do you make it and bring it all on site?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was a little nervous with the wedding because they actually ordered from us and the venue was almost an hour away. So when I brought the food there, I'm thinking to myself, how is this going to stay hot? But when I actually got there and started unpacking everything and putting it in the sternos and the hot pans, they were literally burning my hands as I was pulling them out of the bag. So
one of the really good things about barbecue is that it holds well.
Yeah.
It can travel very well. That's why I feel like our catering department is the way to go. I feel like that's what's going to get us the sales that we need to be successful because of how good our food is, in transportation and holding, for that matter.
definitely.
Vince, can you bring the mic up and there you go.
Yeah.
And then tell us what your role is, what you do with Smokey Bones.
I am the general manager of Smokey Bones in Syracuse. I have been with the company about 4 years now. Actually, over 4 years. I've been at this particular one for 2.5.
Okay. And you started with this location as a general manager?
I started in Albany. I actually trained at the location I am now the GM of, and then I went to Albany for 2 years, and then I came back here.
I see. Cool. And so in case people are wondering what's happening here,
There's a lot.
and we want to get started now because ice is already in the glass. And,
Yeah.
And we pre-gamed. We pre-gamed also.
yeah,
Yes.
that's fine.
I did take a nerve shot.
Jessica, tell us what's happening.
So I'm going to make you guys some smoked old fashions using Woodford Reserve. This is actually a recipe that we have on the menu at the bar. So it's a very popular drink that we make at the bar. So
Perfect.
I love old fashions,
Oh, they're so
and
good.
I've had different ones.
I love bars.
I even try them out. I even try them out like through my credit card. We can use those lounges at the airports.
Oh, yeah.
And I tried them out. Like the last one I had was in Orlando, and she added some kind of special chocolate syrup in it.
Yeah. There's chocolate bitters. Is that what she added into it?
No, it was like it was like a small glass container and had like a driplet thing.
A little
Yeah.
tincture. or
Yeah.
something.
Driplet. A driplet.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, no,
Making
that's
up
okay.
names.
We actually have chocolate bitters at the restaurant, so I was
okay.
like kind of wondering if that was what you meant. So I just need to open the ice real quick,
Yeah,
so
okay.
I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
You know who likes old fashions? Is Teabag Jeff.
I'm gonna need a little bit more clarification.
Yeah, well,
Give
him a little
it's kind of self-explanatory, but
Okay.
we got a guy who I don't know why I nicknamed him Teabag Jeff, and he calls himself Teabag Jeff now.
He called into the show once.
Yeah, he's a friend. I know him, but like he just like I don't know how we arrived at Teabag,
I don't know.
but it's fitting.
Okay.
It was one time back in college. You get the story.
Is he a nice guy?
Yeah, but he called and I think he had some on the podcast when we were doing the recording.
Yeah, he was drinking
Yeah.
while we were talking to him. Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, I'm excited for these.
Yeah, they're gonna be good.
These are JJ
So,
old fashions.
this is on the menu at the bar.
Yeah. Well, for the whole restaurant. So basically, I have hickory wood chips.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get my other smoker.
And you
out
brought this
here.
whole mobile operation here.
Got you guys some goodies too.
Oh,
So,
man.
I know. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
in
you
a
know
few
what's
minutes.
going on. Yeah, see, Jessica's
Told
a
All right, you're
dedicated
always
listener.
invited here.
I know. I told you I'm going to be your bad
In
influence.
fact, you can't leave. You're stuck.
Why I put her in the position she's in. Like,
Yeah.
this is why she does what she does.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So the first thing I like to do is actually smoke the ice.
Oh, interesting.
Add a little bit more smoky flavor.
I've always seen
Believe it
it.
or not, it's a thing.
Yeah. This is crazy. I've never seen this stuff.
I've always seen that smoke thing done after the liquid is poured.
So this one's kind of cool because it has a cap. What did I do with the cap? Can you see it anywhere?
Is it right there underneath your microphone?
Sure is.
Yeah,
Look
see?
at that. It almost
That's
hit
why
me.
you don't pregame, people.
Seriously. Okay, so
It is smell like that's like incense. I want that in our.
I know,
I want
it
that like
smells
to
so
wear.
good.
Can I wear it?
Come stand in our restaurant for about 20 minutes. You'll be fine.
I've been to
Yeah.
a restaurant plenty of times.
And your
I've never
clothes
seen
will
you, Jessica.
Smell like it when
Yeah.
you leave and everything. No.
It smells good.
I like these little things though. Like, can we buy these somewhere? Like, where do you get this stuff?
So I actually got I got these on Amazon.
So it's your stuff.
Yes, this
Oh.
one is for sure. This one came right from the restaurant.
Yeah?
So yeah, I took it. They were like, "Hey, where are you going with those?"
Yeah, Vince told me.
more.
Vince said I could take anything I want.
Yeah. We actually there is a menu item on our menu. It's called the Bonefire.
Yep.
It's like basically a sample of everything that we do that's smoked. So there's smoked ribs,
Okay.
there's smoked wings, there's sausage, there's a sirloin steak, a grilled chicken breast, there's potato wedges, smoked chicken wings. There's a bunch of stuff on there. And what we do, it almost looks like a little campfire like bucket, and we put the hickory wood chips in there, and we actually smoke it when it comes out to the table. It's literally
saw that.
smoking.
Is it just hickory you use?
Yeah, it's actually the same exact wood.
I've
Yeah.
ordered that once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Look at that.
There with a family, and it just comes burning, smoking right to your table.
It's just such a cool presentation,
yeah.
you know. It's funny to watch because everybody takes their cell phones out and they're taking videos. I can't tell you how many videos I've probably been in.
I was actually with my son there a few weeks back, and just him and I, and that came out to a table next to us.
Oh,
And
cool.
and the
Which
fun
makes you want to order it. That's if we sell one, we're gonna sell 10.
that might be too much. That might have been too much food for my son and I.
I didn't
Always
realize.
take it home.
We do have a smaller one. There's a
yeah.
4 one and then there's a 2 one.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize there was this sort of. I mean, you get the name Smoky Bones. I didn't realize there was this sort of influence with the smoking piece, like at your table.
Oh yeah.
I thought it like maybe beat on a back.
So I'm a personal believer that anything smoked is delicious.
Sure.
Like I have an indoor smoker at my apartment. Like I love smoking, and anything we can do to impart that flavor on our food, it's amazing.
Yep,
Like
yep.
I love smoked food.
Especially hickory. Hickory's a good
Yeah.
wood to use.
So good.
Yeah.
So basically, in the tins, I put
Yeah. That.
2 ounces each of Woodford Reserve. And then I added 2 dashes of the regular bitters and then 2 dashes of orange bitters.
So, are you mixing everything for all 4 at once?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's just mine, Roman.
Can you pour so they're all equal level?
We're going to find out. I mean, the
Better.
pressure's
That's
on.
what I pay her for.
Oh, my God.
And is
Jeez.
it true that whiskey is? So what's that proof? 47 or something?
This is 90.4.
Yeah, so it's 180 proof. 180.
No, it's 45.2.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you said what the proof is.
You did.
It's
I did.
okay. The proof is 90.4. The
Okay.
percent
Percent
is
is
45.
45.
I think it's 180.
I was watching.
we're gonna say it's on.
Sure. It'll be 180 after we drink it.
I was watching this guy who was
smoke
showing
doubles it.
how to properly taste whiskey or bourbon.
Yeah.
And he said the best is when it's at 35% alcohol. Is the
Okay.
best level for like your taste
Do you
buds.
need some more room? We can move some stuff out of the way.
I mean, in my experience, when I'm drinking whiskey, I really don't care what the my taste buds are saying.
You're the boss of your taste buds.
Yeah, it's whiskey. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. Those two are looking pretty good right there.
Oh, you're definitely a bartender.
Oh, yeah. You're a pro. Look at the smoke come off the ice.
I know. And then we're gonna smoke the drink again.
And then-
That's
Ooh,
just
like-
what I like to do.
Double smoked.
The smoke is also like brown, beige kind of color. It's not
Yeah.
white.
And when we bring it to the table, what we'll do is we'll take the top part off, and then
Right.
it gets the whole visual of,
Yep.
of the smoke rising.
Oh,
Yep.
you bring these drinks to the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, you may have heard me mention that earlier, Roman. How they...
I didn't know.
Oh, they're talking about food.
Oh
No.
yeah, we were actually.
Jessica, whose friend are you?
No, I mean we were. Yeah, you're right.
Neutral.
Sorry.
You're right.
Sure, those are pretty even.
Yeah, you did good.
Okay. All right. So then I'm gonna hand these two to you guys. So you guys can have the first one.
Girls first.
Jesus.
I think it looks so cool with the ice cube in there. It's pretty cool.
Boy.
All right.
Nice.
And I'll just add a little more. Why
Oh,
not?
that's right. We got to smoke yours, Jim.
Why not?
Yeah, you can't over smoke, really.
Oh,
Not
wait.
really.
The orange peels, right?
Oh yes. Thank you for reminding me.
See, I've had couple before.
Yeah, Roman's not new to this.
Yeah.
Is there enough? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ready, Vince?
I am.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hopefully that won't.
Where's my
Yeah.
orange peel?
I
This is
think
like
I'm
this is like,
coming.
this is like hanging
I
out
don't
there in
think
the ice.
any podcast out there ever had old fashions made on the podcast.
Well, they didn't have a Jessica and a Vince, that's for sure.
I know.
That's what
This
we're
was
here
my idea.
And it's a great idea.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica, for coming up with this.
Thank you for our ice
Cheers,
balls.
guys.
Yes.
Thank
Good
you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Boy.
Oh,
JJ, that's real good.
I know you can really
what,
taste.
what do you want
the
us to
smoke.
call you, JJ or Jessica?
It doesn't matter. Everybody at the bar has called me JJ the whole time I worked there. When I first started, there were 5 Jessicas, so
Okay.
it was funny because I was called JJ my whole life. That was my initials, you know. And then when I got married, my husband's sister-in-law has this. We have the same exact name. So his whole family called me JJ. I was like, here I am thinking my name's gonna change. My initials are now Jar.
Okay.
So JR doesn't really, yeah. So
I don't think I knew your name was Jessica for at least a month after I started there. Because, I mean, she's JJ.
Right. Well, I don't know if it was like an alter ego,
It
like
had to be
wrestler.
at least a month.
I
You would
know.
Like
see
you're
the
JJ
paycheck.
only behind the bar, and you turn into like Ziggy Stardust or something.
well, you know, it's funny when I did my business cards, I did Jessica Rawson. So now I feel like it gets a little confusing because for my catering business, I wanted to sound a little more professional and not just be JJ. But everybody knows me as JJ, and I feel
I
like
think JJ's a good catering smoking name. You do
The
this.
problem is that so she has made herself Jessica by corporate. So when I'm emailing corporate and saying JJ, they're like, who?
Yeah.
JJ. Yeah, I know. I guess
do we
I should
fire this
pick
girl,
one and
Jessica?
Stick with it. I don't really know.
When we fire her, do we call her Jessica or JJ?
I mean, I hope I don't have to do that because she's doing a great job at what she's doing.
Yeah. Well, I think I've probably been at the company just maybe even a little bit longer than most of the people
How long you been there?
there. 12 years now.
12
Yeah,
years?
so I've been there 12 years.
So you do this when you cater? You do the smoking, like
No, I do private bartending too. So I did at one party a few months back, and I probably made 50, 75 of these smoked
Yeah.
old fashions
Yeah.
for the party that I was at, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of
I
fun.
imagine you're making 50 old fashions. People having a lot of fucking fun.
Do people hover and watch you,
Oh
bring
yeah,
these?
yeah, and it was just funny because I only brought one smoker with me. At least today I brought 2, but the guy said there was going to be about 25 people there, and when I showed up, there was probably, I don't know, 60, 75 people.
Yep.
So I was, so I kind of created.
Was there enough booze?
There was definitely
Okay.
enough booze, but it was funny because I created a list of specialty drinks that I can make, but none of them were quick drinks. I did a strawberry basil sangria and a smoked old fashioned. So then I was like, oh my gosh, so it took a little while, but it was really good. It was a lot of fun.
So would that be help? So would you work with another bartender?
No, I did.
You
Well,
would just do all by yourself?
yeah,
No
yeah.
matter how big the group is.
so far, I've only
Okay.
done a couple so far, but
You should come see JJ on one of her nights she's working. We have a pretty big bar, probably one of the biggest in Syracuse, and it's always full when she's working.
Yeah, it's like a U shape.
Yeah, yep.
What are your weekends? Friday, Saturday?
I'm only Monday and Thursday.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, I misspoke.
Yeah.
It's the old fashioned.
I love bartending. Hospitality is my passion. So I've been in the restaurant industry now for 20 years, which is weird because I'm only 24. So it's like mathing wasn't
started
mathing.
early.
I'm
That's
like,
okay.
this is weird.
You came out of the womb with alcohol.
Literally, I'm like, but I love it. I mean, I have a lot of regulars that come to see me every single week, and the connections that I've made. I have one bar guest who is a cigar rep, and he sent me with some cigars because I've been listening to your podcast.
Thank you.
And I've heard that you guys like cigars.
Yes.
So his name is Gooch. He is the funniest guy. I brought you his business card if you ever
Sure.
want to have him on as a guest.
Absolutely.
So I brought you guys a couple CAOs and punch cigars. But these ones are kind of cool because it's 2 different flavors. So depending on which end you light it at, you get 2 different flavors. So then even if you smoke it and you get halfway down, the flavor completely changes.
Interesting.
So I
You
don't
hear
know.
that,
I thought it
it's
was pretty
double-ended,
cool.
Roman.
That was
Just
good.
point that out to guys.
Well, you're going to put it in your mouth first.
You put the other. We'd be like Lady and the Tramp.
You'll be like Lady of the Tramp. I love it.
He's the tramp. No, I don't want to be a lady. No, I'll be the tramp.
I love it.
No cigar company would want anything to do with us
I don't
if we
know.
do that.
I'll dress like it. I don't care.
No, that's not selling. That's not selling cigars.
There's a market for it somewhere. I'm sure there's some Hungarian porn or something.
Yeah.
There's a market for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, look at the koozie.
Yeah.
The koozie. There's a patent
No, we
pending
got-
on it.
We got a lot of shit going on here, so this is impressive because usually it's
Yeah.
like some cans of beer and then lots of cans they spill over, they tip, like, you drink too much.
Yeah, do you want me to clear
No.
anything off here?
You can make room for yourself if you like.
No, that's okay.
we can move it down here.
So you can basically buy all this stuff on Amazon. It's funny because I actually won this in a white elephant gift exchange.
Oh, really?
At Christmas time.
Perfect.
Nice.
And I was gunning for it because I'm like, oh my God, I love bourbon.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I especially love smoked bourbon. So yeah, that was a really good
Awesome.
a gift that I won.
We can
so.
pause really quick for an ad and then clear this out. and
Okay,
then-
cool.
All right.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
All right, back. So we stopped where you were talking about bartending, meeting interesting people at the bar, and you met this cigar dealer.
Yes.
What's his name, Roman? What do they call him?
His name is
What do they call him?
Gooch.
Okay.
Got it.
I'm
Got it.
terrible with names.
Yeah.
Oof, I just saved this.
He's a funny guy.
Friend.
So he does, I believe he does more than just New York State, distributing cigars all over. But my friend Bob Tisdale actually opened a place, Tismart. It's the cigar shop over by Sweetheart Market.
Oh, and North Syracuse.
It's on the other side of Heritage Hill, the brewery there. It's
so
actually,
Sweetheart Market is not in North Syracuse then.
No, Sweetheart Corners. What did I say?
Sweetheart Corners is in North Syracuse.
Yeah. So Heritage Hill North, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Heritage Hill North. It's their new location.
Okay.
So it's right across from Sweetheart Corners is his cigar lounge. We're actually doing a giveaway on Facebook where I have a gift basket from Smokey Bones. There's like $100 gift card in there. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that's included. Some of the koozies that I gave you guys. just a bunch of different miscellaneous swag in there. And then we're doing a $100 gift card to Bob's Place, Tismart. And we also have this cigar ashtray that looks like an engine.
Oh.
And we have a cigar lighter. It's like a big torch lighter that looks like an engine. It's really, really cool. I got a bunch of swag from him. So we are doing a giveaway. It's on our Facebook page. It's Smokey Bones Liverpool. So if you guys go on there and just like our page, you'll see the post. You can share it and like it and tag a friend. We're doing the giveaway on, what do we say, July 4th? July 2nd?
We talked
Somewhere
about
in
that,
there.
Maureen.
Yeah, I know.
People,
Very good.
they're not going to tell it what it is. You got to go register to see.
Well, yeah, I was going to say
I
there
like that.
there are pictures on our Facebook page of the giveaway. So, we're just trying to get some more followers on our Facebook page. Because we're doing Taste of Syracuse this year.
Yeah, we are.
And that's in a couple days.
That's
so.
the first time for you guys.
First time, yes. We've
First
never
time
done
for
anything.
the company. So our company hasn't done any off-site sales ever. Like we do large caterings, like we'll do Amazon and stuff like that, but they haven't done anything where we're going to sell the product. And Taste of Syracuse brings in 200,000 people, so I'm very excited, nervous but excited.
Yep.
We're just hoping it'll stop raining for one of these
Oh, I
weekends.
And we're hoping
We
for
had
the
a dry
same.
weekend.
It's awful. It's what do they say? Like 29 weekends
It's
now in a row.
Every weekend. We have not had a dry weekend since November.
November. I know. This is crazy.
And this weekend's not going to be different. This considers not dry, Roman.
Yeah, no, that's not true. Do they still do Page's Butterfly Run during Taste of Syracuse?
Yes. So we're able to open earlier. Well, we can sell to the people that are running. We're allowed to do that. Taste of Syracuse is fine with that.
I used to do Page's Butterfly Run every year for like 5 years.
Wow.
Very nice.
Started in Beeville and then transitioned over to Syracuse, and it would happen the morning of Taste of Syracuse.
No kidding.
So it's cool. You already got kind of a crowd there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's an easy 5K run. It raises money for good cause.
Yeah.
So that would be first time for you guys.
Yep.
There. So do you have like a trailer, like a food truck, like?
No, so the logistics of this were a nightmare. So again,
But you got a JJ.
JJ does JJ things.
Yeah.
Like, it's a coined term. But you got to get permits, you got to get insurance. But we don't have an actual offsite like food truck. We are running our fryers. We're selling the product. Like we just got our POS system that we're going to use for the event. So it's you got to get health permits and all that good stuff. So it's been a lot.
So, but now that we have it, we'll be able to do other events as well.
Correct. So we laid the groundwork for it. I don't know what my corporation is going to want to do and how to continue this, but I know that as far as Syracuse local, I'm definitely going to do more of these things. I have the infrastructure now. I know what I'm doing. Chicken wing fests and things like that. I think our wings are phenomenal.
They're so good.
Were you guys in that recently?
No, we weren't ready for that.
Sure,
yet.
sure, okay.
So
Yeah.
we want to get through Taste first and see how that goes, and see what the logistics of actually being on site and doing it looks like.
When is that? That's next weekend?
It's this weekend.
6th and
Friday
7th.
and Saturday.
So
Okay.
What's the date again?
6th and 7th.
6th and 7th.
Yeah.
All right. So this will air after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But you can come back and tell us how
come
it went
back
for
and
you.
tell us more
Yes.
about it.
I would love
Sure.
to.
Yeah.
If we're alive.
You'll be alive. You got JJ.
So and that's the thing. So we're starting a merch store. And we're gonna now make a JJ does JJ things.
We can do
I
that.
love that.
Pay so much money for that.
Yes, I love that.
Because literally all I've been saying is like when I talked to her about Taste of Syracuse, I was like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick you in the middle of the crowd and you're going to do JJ things.
Yeah.
And once you know JJ, you know what JJ things are.
Yeah.
I know everybody.
Yeah.
So I've been bartending for a very long time. I know everybody in the area. I'm going to run into 1,000 people I know down there.
Yep,
So we have boxes and boxes of free appetizer coupons. So I'm going to be handing out free appetizer coupons to everybody who wants to stop and talk to me. I'll definitely be promoting some catering. I'll have a bunch of catering menus there that I can hand out and just kind of let people know that we cater for all events. So, and actually the wedding that I did was so successful. They contacted corporate to say how happy
Sure.
they were with everything and that they loved the food and everybody raved about it. So we have a good product,
Yeah,
and I'm really excited for us to showcase our smoked wings because we're doing Bones Way, which is our original dry rub with a sweet barbecue drizzle. So because it's our first year, we're only doing one item this year because they did
okay.
recommend that to us.
Yep.
They said, start small, see how it goes. Next year, we can always, pick something else that we want to showcase, and we'll do more than one item. But
I like that you're the only restaurant within like 2 hours.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's not like a whole bunch of
Yeah, the only
your restaurant.
well, that's franchise, but you
And I also like
we have more than one restaurant within 2 hours.
I also like that they're close to us.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's right there.
Everything is smoked in house. I mean, even our beans, we make everything. All of our sides, everything is just. It's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, people come in super early. They do all the prep work for everything before we open, and
Yeah, so we're not even just talking about the catering piece. The restaurant
Yeah.
as well is that way.
I will say I do believe our catering department is truly the highlight of our company. Also,
Again, because of JJ.
Oh,
I
thank
mean,
you.
I promise you, it wouldn't be what it is now.
I'm telling you, you're
if it
not
wasn't
strengthening
for
your
her.
case for firing her.
I know, right?
I'm not going to. I mean, she could get away with a lot.
JJ's gonna fire you.
Thank
JJ's
you.
gonna fire you.
Thank you. Yeah, right. I'm working on no.
She
I love Vince.
So she got access to some things that normally hourly employees don't have access to, and when she came to tell me about it, she's like, "I got something to tell you. I got to tell you what corporate gave me." And I'm like, and I'm in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, if you got promoted over me, we're gonna have words.
Well, those words are gonna be old fashioned.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's I really love bartending too. Hospitality, like I said, is what I love doing. Whether it's at my house, having people over for a dinner party, or I just love it.
Well, especially if you're good at it, it makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
More
it's a true
fun.
skill to have.
Yeah,
Hospi-
it is.
Like we had a guest here once, and we were talking about that, how like in restaurants, staff need to work together. I was saying I heard this online where this guy is like a coach for businesses and talking about restaurant employees, and he said it's not Mike's table or Jessica's table, it's everyone's table.
Yeah,
It's Vince's
for sure.
table. It's
Everybody-
Vince's table.
We win as a team and we
Yeah.
die as a team, and I'm a firm believer of what we do. Every Friday, Saturday, we walk into a fire, and now you got to think of walking into a fire. You want to go into that fire with somebody that you trust and somebody who's going to be there for you. The people that you don't want to walk into a fire with aren't the ones that last in the restaurant industry.
I like that you use fire because at your entrance there's burning fire.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Smoky.
Yeah, it was
Smoky
very
is-
clever.
Yeah,
I
call
like
me out
it.
like that. That was.
I don't know if it was intentional or...
And you get to light a cigar for Gooch.
Right, I know. I'm like, I brought you smoked wings. I brought you cigars. I brought you some
Yeah.
smoked old
Yes,
fashions.
thank you for everything. Thank you for
There's
being
a
here.
theme here.
Like I said, I'm your bad influence friend.
That's okay.
So.
We need one of those.
We've been needing one.
Do you?
Yeah. You can never have
Like
enough.
you guys
I
are doing a good job. I don't know.
listening.
Strength in
Yeah.
numbers, right?
Yeah, right.
And Vince is going to be there soon. You're going to be a bad influence, I'm sure.
I just follow her.
Yeah, well, then you're going to be a bad influence.
So
He
when
gets so annoyed with me because I know everybody.
Yeah.
So anywhere we go, I run into people. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? Oh, those are my regular. They used to come in all the time." It's funny. He's
that's a
always
good
like,
networking to have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's again JJ thinks.
That's valuable.
But it's also genuine. Like you're not a used car salesman just trying to make a sale. And,
Right.
Hey, how are you? Like you actually know people and you've had some sort of a relationship
Rapport,
with
yeah.
them at the bar or something. You know them.
Yeah.
Like, you care. But
well, we talk about it all the time. Like my husband and I talk about how I have somebody for everything, just like based on my
I know.
bar
I got a
regular-
guy. I got a guy.
I got a tire guy. I got a cigar guy.
Yeah.
Like I have all these different people. If I need something, I'm like, hey, can you help me out? And it's just that right there is worth every bit of it.
Can
So
you
Relations
s-
are important.
Jessica, can you say, don't worry about Tony. I got a guy for that.
don't worry about it, Tony. I got a guy for it.
See, I like that she said it in her voice.
Yeah,
and-
it's a JJ.
It was yes,
It's a JJ voice.
Just JJ thinks.
Don't worry about it. It's
It's like
JJ.
the most Caucasian blonde. I got a guy for that Tony thing.
Yeah,
Don't worry
yeah,
about it, Tony.
But another old fashioned might be different.
yeah.
And then you do a hand gesture.
No, I think networking in small towns is very important.
Yeah.
Because that exactly how it is. I got a guy for that. Why? Because you put yourself out there. Like in real estate, you want to get sales. sitting at home or be in the office behind the computer is not going to happen. You got to get out there.
Yeah.
You got to talk to people. You got to go to events. That's how we met.
Yeah.
We show up to.
We're trying to hide. We're like, fuck, here she comes. And
You know what, though? Honestly, I felt like, have you ever felt like sometimes people match your energy or like you feel really, really comfortable around certain
Yeah, you don't have to
people?
pretend.
When I sat down at that table with you guys, I was like, this is where I'm supposed to. You guys were drinking Fiddlehead. I was like, these are my people. I was like, I love them.
And that's the energy we're trying to have on the podcast.
Yeah.
Is we want everyone that comes here to just be themselves, relax, have fun. We'll match the energy,
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. It's not fake for us either.
Yeah.
Like we like to meet new people, and we just met, and we're here talking, and you're looking at me like I got a dick coming out of my head.
I gotta work on my facial expressions.
He's salivating. Rolling a little
I
bit.
saw that. I'll lick it. I don't know why I would say something like that.
Yeah, that's all right. It
Caught me
happens.
off guard.
It happens.
I
No,
think
but we just like to-
regulars know why you would say something.
Yeah, probably.
yeah.
But we just like to have fun with people and have interesting conversations.
Actually, that event we went to was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was the Island Escape, right, with
yep.
Dennis. So I had went maybe a week or two before they did the murder mystery dinner at Mohegan Manor. I'd always wanted to do one of those, so I ended up going there. I dragged my husband. He literally does that for his career, so he's like, "Sure, I'll go with
Did
you."
you win? You never told me if you
He
won.
does murder mystery for his career?
No, he's a detective. So it was
Oh.
funny because
I mean, technically murder mystery, right?
I'm firing myself here. I'm firing
he's an
myself.
actor. No,
What the fuck is wrong?
sorry, maybe I said that wrong.
No, it's
but
me.
I ran into Dennis there, obviously, and I hadn't seen him in a while, but I've known him for years. I actually used to bartend over at Pizza Man for a little while.
With Luke and all these guys, yeah.
Oh my God, they're the greatest
Yeah,
family in the
yeah.
world. I absolutely love the Delias. But when I ran into Dennis, he invited me to the event. I had no idea what to expect at all. I thought I was going to go there and maybe even have my own table and just hand out catering menus, and so I didn't know what to expect. And then when I walked in, there was a bar and there was sushi and there was like there were cupcakes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my
Cupcakes.
gosh! And then I met
Smoked
that girl.
cupcakes. You smoked
yeah,
them.
right.
I can make that happen.
Danielle?
Yeah, I met that girl from Syracuse Catering Company, which is basically my competition. And her and I hit it off. We ended up sharing a cupcake by the end. But our little table that we sat at with all of us at, I was like, I like this. Like,
fun.
I didn't want to leave. I was
Yeah.
like, this is fun. Yeah,
no.
so I had a really good
Someone
time.
had to pack for vacation.
Yeah, I did. I know. We were leaving literally the next morning, like
Here's
super
the
early.
downfall of JJ. She goes on vacation at least once a month.
That's a lie. I last year I did do a lot, but I literally said I'm never doing that again
That's a lie.
because it was too much, with all the laundry and it's a lot.
Yeah.
The packing and the
I get it.
laundry.
Just throw the clothes away.
Yeah, right.
I feel like unpacking is harder than packing.
It is. You got to wash everything, and then
Sometimes my bag sits there for weeks before I decide to unpack it.
Same.
And I'm the type of person where I have to do it as soon as I
Yeah.
get home, or else I'm like super stressed out about it. 'Cause,
I think there's a little OCD going on here.
I just
Or
like
maybe
to
a lot
keep-
of
I like
OCD.
to keep a tight ship. That's
See, I
it.
guess it's the guy in me. Like when I get home after traveling, I just take everything in the bag, clean, dirty, throw it in the washer, done.
I want to try to find a
If the
place.
dirty was mixed with clean, it's dirty now.
That's what I'm thinking. Like just do it all together.
We take cruises. I try to get the laundry done while you're on the cruise.
Okay.
So then you only I think you can only do it like you can't give the dirty laundry like 2 days before your cruise ends.
Yeah.
But at least you can get all your laundry done up until that. And now you only have 2 days of dirty laundry because all
Right.
the other stuff's clean. Someone else did it.
I do
Right.
that with Airbnbs. Like if our Airbnb has a laundry, before I leave, we just wash our clothes. And
But my problem with that is
idea.
you can never remember what you washed and what you didn't wash.
I have a system for that.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
I have pods. They're
Yeah.
just zip-up pods, so dirty pods.
Compression ones, right?
You guys are making fun of me. Look at this guy.
I got him too.
Why
But see,
not me too?
what I didn't tell you about is that we go on vacation together and he does my laundry. I stick it in there. I mix it
I
in.
wash them, he folds them.
You need to send me the link.
No, it's
I
just-
mean,
These
really.
are like little Amazon things.
they're
Oh
just
my
they're just
God.
different size.
They're cubes.
like cubes, yeah.
Oh,
And then you
nice.
can organize underwear, pants, shirts.
If you wear underwear.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't go breathing like you do, so
I don't even care if I have any clothes on, to be honest with you. Doesn't matter to me. I don't give a shit anymore.
At home, please keep your clothes on.
I don't care. 10 minutes before you guys came in, I had no shirt on. I don't care. I just don't care. I don't. Whatever.
Good for you.
I believe you.
Yeah, I don't lie.
Exact images. He's standing with no shirt on his phone. I'm like, can you put your shirt on?
That is hilarious. It was warm in here when I
don't
got
care,
in here.
yeah.
It's feeling better now.
You
I
got
feel
the
like
AC
the AC is
cranked
kicking
up,
out.
yeah.
Good.
But they're these zip-up pods, and they're different
They're right on
sizes.
Amazon. There's like
Yeah.
they come in different sizes,
Yeah.
and then you can. Well, then there's the ones you can vacuum suck, right?
Yeah.
You've seen those?
Yeah.
But this
Oh,
one's not
that's too
that.
much work. This stuff,
I
you just
know.
press it down.
Oh my
zip it.
god! Fucking
Who's got a vacuum?
Hoity-toity.
Vacuum in a hotel.
This guy.
What? All you people. I'm not asking to vacuum.
But you said that it was like vacuum sealed.
Maybe you got to suck on it, Vince.
I mean, maybe that's something you're into, but I'm not.
You got to be good at something.
Pass out. Oh, love it. Love it.
So that event, the Halloween event, I think this year.
The Halloween event? Oh, the murder mystery?
Invited us to do a podcast live
Oh, no kidding.
while that's going on in the building, and we'll just have people in costumes.
Halloween's big.
That building's haunted. I'm just
Yeah?
throwing that
Yeah.
out there.
He gave us some
It's
history.
got great history.
It does.
He
It does.
he was on the show.
Last week.
Yeah, and then yeah, he gave us some history about it, and
Cool.
It's amazing what he knows about here.
Yeah.
he's been here
Oh, I
since
bet.
crazy.
1983. He said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Which is ironically about 15, 20 years before you were born, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. For sure. For sure. It actually was before I was born. But
Not
So-
by much.
not by much. You're right. You had to throw that in there.
I did because I'm only 2 years away from it. So
I know. I know.
So you've been over 12 years with Smokey Bones.
I have. Yeah.
And how long have you been doing the catering part of it?
Only a year now.
Oh, really?
It's been about a year.
So, is
So
that
our-
successful? So sorry, Vince.
Go ahead.
You guys never had a catering business?
We did, but
Okay.
we never designated a role
Okay.
into going out and trying to find catering business.
So our corporate put out a mandate. So they started getting into catering. We have a great catering department. They started getting into catering, and then they were like, okay, like we need somebody in the restaurant that can help promote the catering part of it. And I was thinking about it, and I talked to a couple people, and one of my former managers goes, "You got to do JJ. She knows literally everybody."
Yeah.
So I and when he said that, I was like, she does know everybody. And then I offered her the position, and it's been history since.
Are you seeing that a lot of business you generate is because you approach people you know?
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
how about people you don't know? You're still getting that. I'm sure.
Same.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely same. In the beginning, I was going into a lot of businesses and just dropping off catering menus and even coupons for the restaurant. Like, hey, even if you don't use us for catering, like come in and see us. I bartend every
great
Monday
gesture.
and
Yeah,
Thursday.
yeah.
Like here's a free appetizer. And actually, I didn't talk to you about this, but anybody listening right now.
Why on
I
the
know.
podcast do we got to do this?
If anybody listening right now comes into the bar and mentions this podcast, I will give them a free appetizer. So throwing that out there.
I'm okay with it. I'll allow it.
It's and one of the things I do want to mention too is we are under new ownership and we are under new management. So anybody who used to come in that hasn't been in a long time or who had a bad experience before, please give us another try. Our nighttime bartenders are absolutely amazing. We have me, Caitlin, and Ashley who bartend only at night, and all three of us are great. We will treat you great. We'll make sure you have a good experience.
So do you feel like the new owners are more flexible as far as like this trying new things?
Yes, for sure. I think so on my end as far as the bar, but I'll
yes
see what
and
Vince
no.
says.
I mean, I allow a lot more than like a normal GM would, only because I see the potential of JJ. And obviously I get everything approved before I do it, but I haven't gotten that much kickback from our corporate side. They just want us to be successful, and they care about us as individuals.
As long as you're making money and
Yes,
yeah.
correct.
But you advocate on her behalf, and then you do great.
Oh, I
Makes you look
definitely
good.
advocate on her behalf.
He really does, yeah.
Good.
Which is so nice. It's so nice to have the support. He's been amazing. I couldn't ask for a better GM. Anything that I bring to his attention, he's like, "Yep, done."
Well, because you're
Go
always
ahead, go
fucking
do
things
it.
up, so he's got to fix it.
Yeah.
No. I'm not even agree to that. She is great at what she does. Like I said,
you.
JJ
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So I don't regret anything with her, and you know, I mean, a lot of ideas have been had by having an old fashioned or two.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, we've had some, you know, ideas, and we've bounced them off each other, and most of the time they've been successful. Sometimes we have to fight for what we want, but I mean, you know what? If it's worth it, you know, if it pays off, like I said, this whole Taste of Syracuse never been done in the company, so it took some fighting to make happen. And you know, I mean, JJ has been supporting me the entire way, and I've been doing everything I can for her.
So you have, you know, other GMs you meet with on a weekly basis. You guys interact like that?
We have what's called a town hall every Thursday.
What just you guys?
It's GMs and corporate, the higher ups, and it's a Zoom call.
Yeah.
You know, every once in a while we get a GM conference, which is more, you know, us hanging out and, you know, getting to know each other and, and those sort of things.
But
What
you,
do we have to do for me to go to that next time? Because I think I should be there.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure I can get Brittany to have you like just stand right up on stage and just tell you.
Okay,
tell
all right,
everyone
never
what
mind.
He
No
could
public
probably-
speaking.
he could
No
probably
public
just
speaking.
have
No.
he could probably just have it go and place a him.
Yeah.
just-
Well, the last one was in Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm like, seriously?
Oh, just what you need. Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
I know,
That's
I
why
know.
they saved your life not going
you.
there.
Best trip of my life.
Yeah, that's why she.
I bet.
If
I
it's
bet.
Zoom meeting, just print his face and the mask and just wear it.
Oh,
Like
I
that.
like where you're going. Oh, that's
That's an AI of me and Roman. That's our baby.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, that's a combination of our faces.
Why is it old?
I don't know, because he's old.
The fuck,
Well, you said baby.
old fashioned. Oh, why is the baby old? Oh, okay.
You said it's your baby. Why is it old?
He's like 7. He's
Okay, this is actually really awkward because it's on a baby statue.
That's what I meant. It's a baby with a.
Benjamin Button.
Oh my God.
That man's got a full head of hair and a beard.
I don't know the. So we're
What is in his mouth? I'm just.
Roman's tooth.
Why?
I don't know. That's what AI did, and then you kind of tell shit what to do. Like stick a tooth out. Okay, do that.
Oh my God.
Did you ever make the baby
cool.
AI?
Oh, sorry. I'm working on it. So I
You ever
generated...
see those baby AI videos?
Oh my God.
So we're working on one
I
now.
love them.
We're working on one
I'm
now for
sorry,
you,
they're
Roman.
my guilty pleasure.
know.
Like
It's a lot of work though. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
I got the images generated, and I have not done the whole voice syncing and everything, but... so this is...
So for the record, as somebody who watches a lot of these,
that's me.
Stop it.
And then...
You're actually so cute.
Yeah, just like
Minus the beard.
yeah, opposite real life.
So cute.
and then this is Frank.
I got it.
oh no,
Oh no, he says. Oh no, Vincent.
I'm a sucker for a baby, though. Come on.
These are going to be animated soon to do a podcast.
Oh my God,
Short.
I love that.
listen. As somebody who that is one of their guilty pleasures, one of the things that bother me about them is when the voice isn't synced to the baby.
Yeah.
So
Oh, like a baby voice?
yeah, no, it just the
lip movement.
You don't want the Chinese movie.
Yeah, correct. I immediately flip by the ones that are like, you know, talking and then
Yeah.
like, no, I'm not. No, let's.
No, with AI nowadays, they get pretty close. I think it depends on which service you
Well,
use.
I think there's an internet connection issue also, because some of our shorts do it when we get them back, but they sync when we post them.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I was asking about how long you've been doing catering. Sorry,
Yeah.
we kind of went into a
Yeah,
tangent.
that's okay.
But,
Happens all the time.
so you've done anything from weddings to corporate to private events.
Literally anything you can think of.
What about
I've
bachelor
done.
parties?
Yes.
We
You've
will.
done it. You.
No, but we will.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can go.
Before you.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like that was like weird syncing. Like, it was supposed to be her answering, but it was your voice. I was like,
It's hilarious.
Yes.
So in 1 week, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I catered for Amazon twice. I did Anheuser-Busch, and then I did the yacht club of over at Oneida Shores. So we did all that in 1 week. And I absolutely love it. We I've done so many doctor's offices, birthday parties, bridal showers,
And you'll do
name it.
any day of the week. And
Any day of the
I see,
week,
yep.
yeah.
Any time of day. Like we have some caterings going out at, we open at 11, but I have had caterings go out at 10.
Yep.
If you want a catering at 1 a.m., we'll figure it out.
Sure.
We actually did that. So when the first time during the holidays when we did cater for Amazon, it was like the first order went out at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
And the second order was 5 p.m. So it was crazy because that Monday night, I told you I work the bar Monday and Thursdays. That Monday, I got the call because sometimes when we get our catering orders, we only get like a 12-hour notice. We don't get a lot of notice sometimes. So when we get them, that day he called me and I was doing laundry and he goes, "What are you doing?" And
Laundry.
I go, I'm doing laundry. He goes, "I don't care what you're doing. Whatever you're doing right now is not as important as this. Get to the restaurant now." And I was like, "Okay, I'm on my way. Like, let me just brush my teeth." I'm like, "Okay, I'm going." So I go to the restaurant and he's like, and I had no idea what was going on. He goes, we need to fulfill this order. Now, this is Monday morning. And so obviously we needed to go and get some supplies because we needed bags and stuff in order to carry this large quantity of food,
A large load, Roman.
which now we have.
Huge load.
It was. I mean, honestly, we got a U-Haul truck. I mean, we did the whole thing for this.
Wow.
But the bags that I got, the heated, I actually bought insulation. We did the whole bags and insulation, and 70 boxes fit in a bag. So we're totally equipped to do an extremely large order if we have to now.
Yeah.
So I bought 6 of those bags. But that day in particular, I remember I was all day working on stuff that I needed for the catering order that night, right? So then I go to work my bartending shift at 5 o'clock. Go figure, I got killed on the bar. I mean, it was the busiest shift I had had in a long time.
On
Were
Monday?
you there for the AM shift?
Oh, I was. So this is the funny part, right? I finally get done. Now, mind you, I left my house at 10 o'clock in the morning. I finally get done with my bartending shift at like 1:45 in the morning. So we're open late, but we'll get to that too. I get done with my bartending shift. I clock in for, my catering at 2 o'clock in the morning, deliver the order at
that's right.
5 a.m.
Oh.
So I had worked I'm not
So
mathing right now, but
we
20-something hours. I
We
don't
had
even
our
know.
closing staff basically start the order, get the things ready, and then the relief staff would come in at 1 a.m. and finish off the
Is that
order.
always the case? You always have a relief staff, or just for this particular reason?
This particular reason.
This was just an odd situation.
This was
at the
came up with
time.
on the
Yeah.
fly. We had
Spur of the
24 hours to put
All right,
this
so
on.
just make it happen.
Yeah,
is your guess,
we did everything we possibly could. I mean, we put this together in less than 24 hours, and if it wasn't for my staff and the people that were dedicated to making this happen, it would never have happened.
I just remember getting home that night from work, and I finally got. I don't think I got home until 6:15 in the morning, and
Yeah.
I got to work that day at 10 a.m.
But then it's like almost 24 hours since you last brushed your teeth.
Well, maybe
Yes, it was.
maybe I did it before I started bartending.
I don't know,
Come on,
whatever.
you don't know that.
I don't know. You're right.
Barbecue sauce
So-
seals the smell.
It was just funny because when I laid down in bed, it felt like my legs had their own heartbeat.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never felt this before because I was just so busy all day long, and I just crashed.
So do you guys, like, when you do this catering thing, do you prepackage portions into these foil pans
So
with lids?
there's different types
Depends,
of
yeah.
different types.
It's
of
not like
catering.
family style where we just go scoop
There
stuff.
is.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have the family
we love
style.
family
Sure,
style.
sure.
That- I
Family
would-
style's the best.
I wish
Easier.
Amazon would have
Yeah,
done.
it's easier for you, yeah.
Yeah, I wish Amazon would have done family style, but they
They're
have
giving it to their drivers.
Yes.
They're literally handing them a box.
Yeah, so you're getting like the meals you're talking about earlier with your prepackaged. So you're just getting this to go.
So imagine you go to the restaurant. It's 4 of you. So we do what you would normally buy in the restaurant for 100. I think it was 500 total people for the first Amazon order.
Yeah.
So-
Wow,
Another-
500?
Yeah. Individual boxes.
Individual
so-
boxes.
Yeah, and you got to
So-
tote all that, right?
Yeah.
If you get a big pan that serves 20 people, then you only
Right.
got to have
Yeah, it
made
cuts
that
down
nice.
the amount of space, but again, we'll do whatever it takes
yeah.
to make the guest happy.
Yep.
And we also, when we do our catering orders, we include everything. Like we include tongs, we include spoons, plates, silverware, napkins, wet naps, barbecue sauce.
Get
like
the bread, all these things.
you get every single thing. Yeah, we do garlic bread. We could do cornbread. If you've never tried our cornbread, have you tried our cornbread?
Hell yeah,
I know
I've
you
tried
come
your
in.
cornbread.
That honey pecan butter, I
Hell yeah.
swear.
Is it smoked cornbread?
Oh,
No,
no, that would be gross. Smoked
Mother
cornbread?
beep! Son of a
Come
beep! I'm
on.
gonna kick you in the beep.
I mean, I'll make it happen. I can put it in the smoker. It's
Well,
not
we were
that
just
hard.
talking to someone earlier about the smoked corn.
Oh, okay. So corn is something that you can smoke. I wouldn't recommend smoking bread.
Why? Why can't you smoke that?
I've heard
Can
people.
you smoke bread?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
all right.
heard
I'm
people-
sorry. I'm
God.
mistaken. I'm sorry.
my
It's
God.
gonna be
You
gross.
if you could smoke ice, you can literally smoke anything.
Oh, you're
So-
right. Okay.
Vince needs another
I
beer.
take it back. I take it
Correct
back.
me if I'm wrong, Vince. Can you also bake in the smoker?
Yes. So I mean, it's a low temp.
Oh.
Right. See.
You can do it. I could cook anything you want in a smoker. Will it taste good? I don't know. Smoke doesn't impart on everything well.
Yeah.
There's some things that it'll make bitter, and you don't want to eat that. But you can do anything you want. I mean, we've done meatloaf before.
But smoking is hard to make crispy, right?
Yes.
On the outside.
Yes,
Yeah.
but we call it a bark.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
on our brisket and pork, there's a bark.
Oh, it's my favorite part.
Yeah, yeah.
I
yeah, same.
love the
I do it, but
bark.
I don't want to do the brisket anymore because I don't want to eat in 18 hours. I want to eat maybe sooner than that.
So
Come to Smoky Bones.
Right. Well, I've been there. Yeah.
some people live to eat, some people eat to live. I'm a live to eat person. So if I have to cook something for 18 hours to make it, do you know how much love is in something you've cooked for 18 hours?
You know how much impatience there's in a Frank?
But that
True.
zero. No
Like
patience. at all.
next to zero. I'm slightly above it, but
So
we're.
that's why you come into us, and
Right.
Yes.
we'll
That's why I
give you
do
an
it.
18-hour smoked brisket.
Didn't you guys used to have like the burgers with lettuce bun?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask for a manager, we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
No,
well,
I don't. Yeah, no, I'm not saying I didn't have it. I just remember having it once, and
Yeah.
So if I order something weird and whoever's our server is like tells that, I can say it's a JJ thing.
You can say it's a JJ thing.
All right.
Tell them to text me if I'm not there.
You
Let me know,
probably
I'll
get
make
a this,
sure.
and they're going to get
Yeah.
It's a JJ thing. Don't worry about it.
we actually we have so many specials now too. Like the first and foremost, we're open till midnight. Monday through Thursday. No, Sunday through Thursday actually. So we're open
You
till
open till midnight on Sunday.
Yeah,
that's
Sunday through
different.
Thursday. And now we have a pool table and a dartboard and a jukebox. So I feel like a lot of people will come in, especially restaurant employees, because we have so many corporate restaurants that are by us. We have Chili's, we have
There's no Outback
Texas
anymore, right?
Roadhouse.
No, that closed. It's
Mexican.
it's a Mexican.
Oh, there another place went in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So we get, bar patrons will leave there because they're closing. They'll come over to Smoky Bones. The staff especially. So, we stopped into Texas Roadhouse tonight to see my friend Danny, who's a bartender over there. And it's funny because when I walked in there, I knew almost every single server that was in there because we're the bar that's open the latest.
Yeah.
So all the restaurant employees come in after 10 o'clock. Everybody comes in. We also have buy one, get one free specials now.
Wait. As a service industry employee, you're not going to talk about the SIN discount?
Oh, that's a great idea. I wasn't even thinking about that. Okay.
Oh, can you smoke? Can you smoke bread?
So
Yes.
if you are a service industry employee, no matter if you are a bartender, server, back of house, front of house, dishwasher, it doesn't matter, you get 30% off of your drinks.
Oh,
And
I
that's
qualify
perfect.
for
Yeah.
that.
it doesn't matter the
you
time.
serve
somebody.
Yeah,
'Cause
right.
He services me.
I got you. Don't worry.
Sorry,
we do
Vince.
30% off your drinks. We do buy one, get one free specials every night of the week. Monday nights, we do buy one, get one free chicken wings. So no matter what kind of wings, smoked wings, traditional wings, or boneless wings, they're all, buy one order, you get one order free. So
On
you buy
Mondays?
6, get 6
Yeah,
free.
yeah.
Every Monday, even if it's lunchtime, dinner time, but you're better off coming for dinner because I'm there after 5. So come see me, sit at the bar. There every single day we have a different special, and I know you were talking about brisket. Buy one get one free brisket on Thursday nights.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Delicious. Too.
Yeah, I know it is.
so good.
Yeah.
Our brisket's really good.
Tuesdays is we actually do trivia now on Tuesdays. So it was going on tonight when we left the restaurant. We do trivia through Syracuse Trivia Company. They start at 6:30. Usually it goes around 8:30. But we do, the prizes are $50 for first place, $25 for second place.
Usually gift cards?
Yeah, it's gift.
Yeah. Yep. And then Wednesdays we do buy one get one free. We have European baby back ribs that we do with 2 sides, half racks, and then we do. Are we still doing the pulled pork? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we do buy one get one free pulled pork dinners on Wednesdays with 2 sides, and then Thursdays the brisket night, obviously. But we actually just came out with a brand new happy hour food and drink menu that's available all day, every day. So now we have $3 drinks all day, every day. We have $4 margaritas.
So it's like happy 24-hour.
Yeah.
Wait,
it's
$3 drinks all day.
Every day.
all day, every day.
Doesn't matter where you sit in the restaurant.
Yep. And we also have happy hour food menus available all day, every day. And our happy hour food menu, like, I'm sorry, you come into Smokey Bones, you can get a half-pound cheeseburger. It comes with American cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickle. It's $7, and you can't even go to a fast food place now and get
That's
that.
cheaper than.
And our burgers are so good. I'm
Yeah.
like, my biggest
Especially
thing.
half pound. Yeah.
Exactly. And my biggest thing is like, I feel like a lot of people have kind of wrote us off from the past. So I just wanted to, kind of let people know that we are under new management, we're under new ownership, and, things are really good there now. So it's time to come in and try it again. And
Well,
if you can sit at the bar.
I don't know what was happening before. It sounds like there was issues, but I've never, for all the years I've been going there, I'm happy.
Oh, good. Yeah. No, there was never issues.
Yeah.
I just, I feel like some of the people that I had seen a while before.
The
I
best
haven't
way
seen, so.
to phrase it is feathers were ruffled.
Yeah.
So it's like
yes.
like more a business issue than a service issue type.
Sure.
We have a really good staff right now, I think. I think our staff is top notch. So
I love my staff. I've been in this industry for 22 years, and again, I just turned 23.
You guys are twins. Like you're born the same year.
I know.
But I have never had a staff like this. My management team is amazing. My staff, I love them all. I would walk into a fire with them. Sure. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. I have a lot of dedicated team members. I mean, most of my team is very resemblant of JJ. She's willing to do whatever she can for the business, and so are they. I wouldn't change who I have working for me for anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's important because you're not going to be able to get this, 1 a.m., 5 a.m., whatever this kind of stuff is. But if one succeeds, you all succeed.
Yeah, correct. For sure. And actually on the weekends, so Friday and Saturday, I forgot to mention this, we are open till 1 a.m.
Okay.
So the kitchen does close a half hour before the bar closes. So during the week, you can actually get food there till our kitchen closes at 11:30. The weekends, it's 12:30. Yep. So, it's really good for people who work late or a lot of people with the airport being so close, people who come in on flights looking for something. We have hotels right by us, so a lot of times people will stay at the hotels and come over. And
I'm sure you got deals with the hotels and stuff.
We do, yeah. So I definitely have coupons in the hotel rooms.
It's a walking distance from a hotel to your...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What a benefit.
From what I understand, they're building 2 more over there.
Really? Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It would be nice if they put something, you talked about it before, like some sort of apartments or living in Great Northern Mall.
Well, that's happening.
Yeah.
That is
that's
happening.
what he was telling me.
Really?
Yeah, they're turning the whole Great North. They're putting housing in. It's going to make it like a little village in there. Like there's going to be shops and stuff.
It wasn't you, Roman. It was me.
I've been saying this for years.
No, it's a missile
you
silo.
didn't invest in it. Like you should have done
No.
that.
We were talking about missile silos earlier.
I've talked to investors about this before.
Okay.
And I couldn't get enough investors.
Did you make them sign anything?
fund
Because
that.
I think they went off and did it on their own.
No. They're still my clients, so I would know.
Yeah.
But I can't name the name of the restaurant, but I've worked for this restaurant before, and as their maintenance person.
Hooters.
Sure.
I don't think there's any
Hooters.
Well, you were doing this earlier.
His mind is. I love it.
Where else would it be? the restaurant operates like 24/7. Like, so sometimes, well, not sometimes, most of the time, if they needed a repair done, I would come in anywhere between 1 a.m. and 6 a.m. Even though I was there at night or morning, there were staff there. There were cleaners that were cleaning the restaurant. They were at 4 a.m. I don't know what line they are in cooking line, but they were there to prepare stuff.
Yeah.
Like I could start hearing chopping things, moving stuff from the coolers. But that restaurant operates, like when I say operates, someone's there doing something 24/7.
Yeah. Well-oiled machine.
We similar, but we do smoke our pork and brisket overnight.
Yeah.
So we'll put it in before we leave. The closer will put it in, and then we get in at about 8 o'clock. We open at 11. So our prep guy comes in and he'll start to either pull the pork or put the brisket. So we're ready for service.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys have like a cleaning crew that comes in after you guys, or does the staff clean the restaurant?
That would be my staff, and again, they are pretty good at what they do.
I worked at the restaurant where we had to clean it. Like the staff was responsible for cleaning. We didn't have we weren't as big of a restaurant, I guess, to have the funding to hire a cleaning crew come in afterwards.
Right.
I mean, I think that if you have a dedicated staff and you take care of them, pay them well, they will do whatever you need them to do. You want them to clean under the grill, they'll do it because they want to.
Well, pay is important, but there's flexibility, there's appreciation, there's a lot of other factors that other than just pay.
Yes, there is.
And understanding, they work with things like
respect,
Yep.
everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys mind if we take a really quick break?
Not at all.
All right, quick ad break, and we'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Everybody's back now. We're just having fun here. And I wanted to, before we continue, I was saying to Vince when you were not here, every time I go to take a sip, smoking that icicle maybe did it.
Yeah.
But I get a whiff of that hickory
Yeah.
before the taste of bourbon.
So nice,
That's
isn't
so
it?
good, yeah.
Were you going to say something about the glasses earlier?
That was it.
Oh, that was it? I thought you said something.
What?
I don't fucking know, Roman.
Man, such a prima donna.
No, I thought you were stroking the glass and you were going to say something about the
I always
quality of
do
it.
while drinking. Yes, very good quality. Bourbon glass. But, yeah, so I just want to say that the drink was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
love making drinks.
I've never seen ice smoked and then with the drink.
So that's actually not like to spec.
I know.
But I always do it every time because I like smoked bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it tastes better.
Oh, it's
that
a
way.
JJ thing.
So it's a JJ thing. I know. I'm like, I definitely do it on my own. But
what is not good smoked?
exactly.
Really, you find the right thing. But if you guys are using hickory, well, there's apple, there's cherry, there's all these things.
Actually, my favorite is oak.
Yeah.
So in the kit that I have, it has oak. And I mean, even with my red wine, like I love oaky red wine.
You're not going to smoke a red wine, right?
No.
Don't look at me. No,
Actually, maybe that's not a bad idea.
You looked at me like I was
I feel like
crazy.
I should.
That's the worst thing I fucking said today. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
you're gonna
Because
try
you know
it.
what? I'm going to maybe try it.
is that mead? This is mead, right?
Yeah, it's good.
So I meant like you're not gonna. I mean, it's got the smoky flavor from the chips making the wine, but I meant like you're not gonna do something else with that.
You know, I'm going to try it.
Yeah,
I'm going to report back.
Well, you got to be out here when you try it.
Ooh, I like that idea. Okay.
you go.
All right, I'll definitely do
Well,
this.
we're
again.
going to have
This
to
is fun.
stock some of the stuff so that Jessica doesn't have to haul all the stuff with her.
Yeah,
Oh, I know. I came in like
It's like you
I
had
was moving in here.
You had like
Came in like a wrecking ball.
When she opened her trunk and she showed me everything she was bringing, I was like, oh my god.
What'd you bring, Vince? You brought Jessica.
My award-winning, her.
We went to a training in Buffalo, right? And of course I'm prepared. So I bring a flask of tequila because we both love tequila. So I bring a flask of tequila and we get to the hotel and I'm like, I brought tequila and club soda. And he's like, you didn't even bring any limes? I'm like, what did you bring? I literally brought the tequila and the club soda. I'm like, how are you calling me out for not having a
How can
lime?
you half-ass this, Jessica?
I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
I brought
Come
hotel
on.
cups. Hotel cups.
Yeah, right? I'm like, come on.
Hotel ice bucket.
Remind me
hilarious.
after the show. I have a really good tequila to recommend. Maybe you had it, but
What is it?
Well, I have to look it up.
Oh,
It's on my
that's
phone.
okay. Yeah,
But,
no problem. No problem. I love reposados are probably my favorite.
Yeah, this one is brown color.
Yeah, so it might be a reposado or maybe an añejo.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I'll show you the picture after the podcast.
Okay.
And if we don't get that, and añejo.
Is it like a normal like brand that is heard of, or is it something more?
I've never heard of it.
Let's just take an ad break, and it's just really Roman and Jessica
I'm
talking.
sorry.
No, but this tequila is so good that I have a friend.
You have to say añejo.
He's
It's like a sombrero añejo.
Yeah, just like
his aunt from Mexico was visiting, and she doesn't drink, and she had this tequila, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is."
Wait, she doesn't drink and she tried it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you heard of this
Very
one?
nice. No, I've never heard
It's
of
an
it.
empty bottle, obviously.
Yes, I see that. It looks.
The cap for it is actually holds another shot of tequila in there.
No
and then so when
kidding.
you run out, then you drink that at the end.
How do you get it open?
There's a little like a silicone cap that comes off.
Oh, cool! How interesting. That's
So,
awesome.
Like you can get it around here?
Yeah, I think if you order, I haven't seen it. I had to special order through my brother. He has
looks good.
he buys it through a distributor, and so I ordered some. But
Next time you get some, let me know. I'll go in with you.
yeah.
So.
Well, the only
I'll
part
just-
going in is that you going to help drink it.
I'll get
Yeah,
you. I'll get
that's
you.
what I mean. I'm down. I'm
That's
down.
what she was looking to do.
Yeah,
I'll get
for
you a
sure.
bottle.
For sure. For sure.
But before we actually started, I started saying there's science behind putting beer in the glass, and you said I have a story about that.
Oh yeah, I went to like this. It was basically this thing. I think it was when Budweiser owned Busch Gardens. I mean, this was. I think I was 21, so this was.
So last year.
Yeah, it was last year. It was totally a couple years ago. So it was like where there were 4 people to 1 bartender, and they take a beer and they pour it into a glass, and they give it no head at all. And then they take another beer and they pour it into a glass. They give it a nice big head. And then the bartender took a
You guys are
beverage.
just gonna walk by that.
I didn't walk by.
What did I do?
I'm like, this hurts. No head and big head. I'm like I was biting my lip so hard it hurt.
I was expecting it. Like,
Being mature.
This is not a family show. My lip is
No,
sore.
you're
from
all
my-
salivating. No.
No, I was like, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
I'm glad
so-
Vin's the one who
Yeah,
broke
right.
the ice.
So he takes a beverage napkin and he folds it, and then he dunks it in the beer that has the head on it, and nothing happens. Then he takes another one and he dunks it in the beer where it had no head on it, and the beer starts exploding all over the table. And he said, "This is actually what happens in your stomach when you drink
Yes,
a beer
I know that. Right.
that hasn't been aerated."
Yeah, if you don't
or,
pour it
you know,
correctly, because then you're swallowing the head, Roman. Right.
the
So,
gas,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
The gas that's involved. So actually, he would say if you went to a bar and they put a big head on your beer, it's actually a better thing because then you can actually you don't get full as fast.
you get more room. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so you have more room.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yep.
Frank took some courses on beer.
Yeah. So I'm a certified beer server.
what is that?
You looking for
I've been
another
in the
job?
restaurant.
Yeah. You ever hear of Cicerone?
No.
Yeah. So Cicerone's like a thing, like wine sommeliers.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that.
It's a wine sommelier for beer. It's a Cicerone.
Cicero.
Okay.
But there's like I can't remember. I think there's only 3 levels.
4.
Well, there's certified beer server and there's Cicerone 1, 2, 3. I think Cicerone 3. There's only like 18 in the world that have this accreditation.
Wow.
So I last year I took the test. I was certified to be this beer server piece. But then to go to the Cicerone level, it's just much more involved, and it's a lot of time, it's a lot of studying, and then you can go to Cicerone 2, Cicerone 3. So yeah, I'm the first level. I'm not a Cicerone though.
You have to attend in front of judges and taste beer.
There's a test. There's a written test.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Be able to
Yeah.
tell.
It's involved. It's really not like you're
it sounds
you're not
great.
just gonna show up and be like, yeah, this is fucking great. Like you gotta like,
Right.
well, like what is the diacetyl? Why does this taste like butter? Like this kind of bullshit. Like it's like is this a dunkel or is this a fucking Hefeweizen or something like that? Like you've
Right.
got there's a test and there's you're graded.
Said a lot of words I don't
Right,
understand
right.
at all.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
pretty, and we know someone who's
Level 2.
level 3, I think.
Oh, she's level.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, but it's just crazy because I only heard about this thing since we started doing this.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the time to dedicate to do the next level. I mean, and I'm thinking like, why? I mean, we could just sit here and swear and drink
It's
anything.
cool though, because you probably learned a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
You have
Yeah,
any
like
beer
pouring it.
servers in your restaurant?
I mean,
Certified Viking beer servers.
yeah, I don't.
He's looking for another job.
Yeah.
I feel
You're
like that's
hired.
gonna be a lot of money.
Are you guys hiring for part-time?
It's Frank doing Frank things.
He's doing Frank things. I like that.
I mean, is this Frank things?
Anything's a Frank thing.
Yeah, there you go.
And his nickname could be Frankie Frank.
Yeah.
I like
Frankie
Well,
Frank.
Frankify it.
Frankie Frank.
That's cute. Very cute.
There was another story you had about
One of many.
I know. I'm sure.
Something
I'm
else.
totally blanking right now, but
That's right. We'll get back to it. And you,
yeah, that's
brown
right.
paper bag.
Well, so I feel like, after COVID, it's kind of hard to feel like the customer service has gone down a little
Oh,
bit.
totally.
I don't know if you guys agree with that, but yeah.
100% agree with that.
So, I mean, it's it's hard to find good service these days. So, I just, it's, I don't know. I say to him all the time, I'm like, I feel like I could write a book out of all every problem that people have is, especially now, is such a first world problem.
I'll tell you, the book, The Chronicles of JJ.
You
could just tell your stories.
I could.
We know someone that can help you write a book.
Yeah, right. I know. I met her actually
yeah.
at the
Oh, yeah, that's
party.
right. She sat at the
Yeah,
table.
she was really nice.
Yeah, that's hers.
I feel like, oh yeah, she gave that to us. That's from her book.
Gosh, that's very cool.
See, we hang some of the gifts.
I still gotta read her book.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta put my bobblehead out that I gave you.
Yeah, we'll put it right here.
Cool.
Maybe the ring will fit on her.
Yeah. But no, people are funny. I had somebody the other day who ordered. We have a drink on our menu called the Pineapple Express, and they sent it back because it was too pineapple-y.
Okay.
Or I had somebody that ordered a triple rum punch, and they said, they sent it back because it was too strong. It literally says triple
Yeah,
rum
yeah.
Yes,
punch
it's in the name.
in the description.
If it's too strong, you're just not a pro.
But I did have like a really weird guy that came in. What was it, last Monday?
Was
I think
his
so.
name Vince?
No, I didn't even get that far with him.
I'm gone by the time JJ gets there.
Yeah,
On purpose.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
But I had this guy come in, and he had a brown paper bag with him, and so he was the only person at my bar at the time. So I looked at him and I was like, "Oh, what's in the bag?" And he looks me dead in the eyes and he goes, "None of your fucking business."
Oh yeah.
And so I was
Enjoy
like,
your water, buddy.
I was really. He only had he had a bottle of beer, so I was like, okay, that was weird. But I thought he was joking because I'm like very friendly, so I'm like, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, he's not kidding.
Yeah.
So I was like, that was weird. So I kind of walk away, but then he gets up and he goes to the bathroom, and when he gets out of the bathroom, he comes back and he's kind of hiding the bag under his shirt.
He took the bag with him to the bathroom.
Took the bag with him to the bathroom, and when he comes back to the bar, he is, just acting weird about it. And so I went over to him, and I was like, "Hon, I'm really sorry." I go, "You're either gonna have to tell me what's in the bag, or I'm gonna have to ask you to leave." And he puts his hands on the bar, and he looks at me, and he goes, "Like I told you the first time, it's none of your fucking business what's in this bag." Mm-hmm. So I just looked at him. I was like, all right, hon. I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Like, I didn't even expect him to pay for his beer because he was acting so.
So your protocol is that if you feel unsafe, it's okay to.
Yeah, and like.
My staff needs to
Perfect.
we provide a
So,
safe work.
so I told him, I go, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. So the weird part is like he definitely paid for his beer, which I was surprised, but he ended up leaving. But he left the bag on the bar and just walked out. So it was just weird.
So what was in the fucking bag?
None of your fucking business.
I knew it.
I knew where you're going with this. You can't fucking prank a prankster.
Well, you said none of your fucking business. I was like, it's one of those jokes because there's like an ambulance one about that.
I literally have made so much money off that joke. Like I'll get a group of construction workers in there, some businessmen. I'll start telling them that story, and they get wrapped right
me.
around my
She
finger.
got me.
And they're like, "What was in the bag?" And I'm like, "It's none of your fucking business."
Yeah. What do you think about that?
What is it?
He said yes.
Dad bod?
It's dad bod.
Nice.
Look at that.
He's going to live on this table now.
His eyes are
Shorts.
a little creepy.
At least he doesn't have a paper bag.
He does this.
He does not.
That's creepy because he's.
He's got a beer though, and a cigar.
That is creepy.
I feel like
That's
this.
perfect.
And he's wearing socks with sandals. That's such an ick.
Yeah, but look at his
is an
ass
ick.
crack. What's going on there?
Ooh.
He's got no ass.
Pancake butt.
It's like
yeah.
it's like tucked in,
He's got no ass.
and he's got yellow
I
toe
heard dad
socks.
bods are making a comeback, so
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Okay.
Are there promotions that going on besides the ones you've mentioned? Is there anything else that we haven't mentioned that you would like to?
Yes.
I would go dine and donate.
That's what I was just about to say.
We will partner with local charities, and what'll happen is that on a certain night that they pick, Monday through Thursday, we will give a portion of our proceeds back to that charity. And typically what they'll do is they'll bring in, people for this event, and anytime they tell us that they're with this group, we will give back that money to the charity.
And it's actually 20%. So it's
yeah.
a big, that's great. So basically it's super easy to sign up. You can go right on our website, and there's a section there for Dine to Donate. You just pick your date that you want to do and your time slot. So, people who have any type of fundraiser, it could be for soccer. I know you've talked about soccer before, I think, or gymnastics, anything like that. You just tell your friends or family of whatever the organization is, and they can come in and pick a time slot and the date, and then they invite everybody to come, and then they let the server know that they're there for that, and whatever. I mean, you got to eat anyway, right?
Yep.
So you just go there and you do all that.
And
so.
20% of sales go towards that charity.
Yeah, we give it back to the charity, which is
I love
really
when we
good.
have
great. That's great.
companies that come to this podcast and they talk about how much work they do towards charities.
Or community and stuff like that, right? It's not just bottom line driven for the corporation.
No, I think that we're dealing with local charities. It's not, this isn't, the big box charities.
Yep.
We're doing stuff to give back to the community and the town, and giving back to the group.
Yep.
And that's good because I feel like some of the large charities will not see the local charities that need the help because they're so concentrated on like a bigger picture, right?
Yeah, and that's really the problem with being in what we do as a corporate company is that we are still local.
Yes.
We buy locally. We buy our produce locally. We are all local people.
So your corporation allows you to make that decision to buy this stuff.
Yeah.
That's
another
great.
thing I want to say too is I'm a huge advocate for supporting local businesses. Sure. All the time. You can catch me every Saturday morning. I'm at the farmers market. I love to go there and support any way that I can. I get most of my stuff from there on Saturday mornings. I do want to say, yes, we are a corporate restaurant, but just know that when you come into our restaurant, you're still supporting local community. Yeah. You're supporting all of the local people that work there. You're supporting, the local beer distributors who distribute our beer, are the people who distribute our food. So that's one thing that, I've always said.
People don't realize is that, yes, corporate is corporate, but, there are local people that are supporting it.
Right.
Anheuser-Busch is a, huge corporation, but how many people does that plant employ?
But a lot of people for corporations, they are locked into you buying or them supplying stuff that or products or ingredients, whatever it is, from who they tell you to. And that's not your case.
Yes and no. I mean, we do have we use a big box distributor for our
No, I'm saying I know it happens, but there's some people that it doesn't matter. They don't want you to. You're going to buy from where they tell you to, and it may not be local. But that's not what you guys are doing.
Yeah. No, there are a lot of companies that I mean, I've worked for companies where you have to the produce comes in off the Cisco truck. But we are able to use a local company for our produce, and they've been in the community for a long time.
Yeah, that flexibility is nice.
I love that because we always try to support local small businesses.
Same.
Even when I travel somewhere, my wife and I like to go to these little mom and pop stores,
So do I.
restaurants,
Yes.
and just support them. The fact that a corporation that does that takes into consideration of the small businesses and buy produce through them, I think it helps. If there's a gap from regular consumers, that corporations do, and it helps to fill that. It keeps them operational.
For sure.
And Frank said this, before too. It's like there's enough for everybody here.
Yeah.
Just need to learn to share.
And how long is that location where you're at been open?
20 years.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause I remember, because I'm 21, so it was a year before. But a year after, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll get there. But I remember it went up, and it was there was just nothing there. I remember all this stuff, but
That was all swampland.
and there was a business I thought in there beforehand. Or was it when? No, it was where Chick-fil-A was there. But there was a business.
That was
that was
Uno's.
Uno.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's
And we've been there 20 years. We do have a founding member on our staff still. But we've been there for
It's my best friend Caitlin.
Oh.
She's the other bartender. She's been there since the day the doors have opened. She's amazing.
Wow.
So, yep.
Is there like a
which is weird because she's only like 23,
Yeah.
so I don't know why they,
it's all
why
Benjamin
they hired
Button.
us.
You should just change the name to Benjamin
Exactly.
Button. Benjamin Button Bones. Benjamin Bones.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
she gets special privileges?
No,
she-
and I mean,
She should. It's been
She
a
probably
while.
gets special parking, like if there's a walker or something.
she's a princess, so I mean, she gets what she wants
Yeah.
eventually, or she'll annoy me until she does.
Yeah.
Or she'll tell
We all
JJ, and
annoy-
then JJ
yeah.
tells you.
No, they all annoy me.
Yeah, we all do.
Some are just better at it than
yeah.
others.
Yeah.
That's a
For
good idea.
sure.
Have a parking for employees.
Yeah, for longevity. The 10-year employee gets the best spot. The
Yeah.
longest tenured employee.
There's two of us. There's only two of us,
But
me and Caitlin.
You know they're in 20 years, right?
No, I'm saying you said tenure, right?
I mean, like the longest
Gotcha.
tenure.
All right. I'm
Becky's
fine.
8
fine.
years.
Well, you've been what?
But because
12?
I like you and you treat me like shit,
Yeah.
yes, that.
I love you.
Yeah, so great. Then you get a spot. You get a spot right
Yes.
with Caitlin when she's not working there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We never work together. We are best friends, though, so we meet for lunch quite
Oh,
often
that's good.
when our
Perfect.
kids are in school.
Yep.
Also, my daughter thinks she's going to get famous if I say her name, so hi, Ellie.
Oh, hi, Ellie.
She's
Whoa.
7.
You know,
That was adorable.
I'm sorry. I had to.
I thought it was
had
cute.
we known this was going to happen, maybe we shouldn't have said all the other messed up
I
stuff
know.
before.
I'm going to just fast forward.
Okay,
to
yeah,
whatever
you
part
pointed
this
out to her.
is, and I'll
Give you a
yeah.
timestamp.
Because these kids are savvy,
you.
so they'll find it.
Oh, definitely, especially mine, for sure.
Now you're famous, Ellie.
Yep, there we go. She is.
Around the world,
Yeah.
this podcast is heard in all continents. And how many countries? Over 100, I think.
Yeah, I don't.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we get to see all these metrics. I'm like, we have like a lot of people listen, like in Pakistan and India and like Europe. I'm like, well, why are you listening to us fuckers?
No, hold on. Spotify. Why are you listening to us?
Like, don't you have something better to do?
No, but the cool thing I
how'd they find
found
you?
out,
We're all over. It's all broadcast.
it goes
We're on
worldwide.
every social
That's
media. We're on
amazing.
Spotify
So
and
Spotify,
YouTube.
my other platforms might do this as well, but Spotify will play this podcast in a native language. So
Yeah.
if you are from
That's interesting.
Pakistan,
Yeah,
it will
never
play
knew
in
that.
that language.
Does it make my voice sound different?
I don't know. It's like
No,
a-
it's some Honduras actor.
done by AI. It's
Yeah,
done
right.
by AI. But I
AI
think
is amazing.
it's crazy. The
The
better.
Chat GPT.
You sound like
AI,
we tell
it's-
it. Make her sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
I am the longest tenured employee. It's not a tumor. Get down. I picked it. Danny, get down.
You do a good Arnold.
Yes, I know. I gotta tell you guys, I did start watching White Lotus because
Yeah.
That's good.
what a great show.
So are you only on the first season?
No, I actually binge watched the
Yeah,
whole thing.
it's great.
I had a little bit of time where I wasn't super crazy busy,
Yeah.
so I actually binge watched it while my daughter was in school. And what a good show.
Yeah.
It's
so
really good.
thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
I
Did you
got-
guys see Landman?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
I
god.
love all the Taylor Sheridan things.
Oh my god. But wasn't that part just made for him?
Yes.
Yes.
Like what a great
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
I'm like
No, you played that part well. Yeah.
the only thing that makes me mad is that I have to wait for season 2.
But that's the problem. What, is season 2 like in fucking 2028?
I know.
hate
They say it's supposed to be in November this year, but we'll
So,
see if it happens.
What I hate
Yeah.
is back when I was, like 5 years ago.
17.
When you watch TV, NBC, ABC, a season was 22
Right,
episodes.
right.
Now it's 7
Yeah.
at max.
Yeah.
And that bothers
And if you
me.
average it out when the second season comes out, it's like fucking 2 a season.
Yeah, and it's literally like 2 years later.
So do you watch Tulsa King?
I did
I
watch
like that,
Tulsa
yeah.
King. I loved it. My husband wasn't he liked it, but he was like, Landman was way better.
I agree.
And I agree too. Like there were certain parts where I thought it was a little bit corny, but good for that guy
wanna
for
see-
being as old as he is and still, acting the way he is.
I want to
And-
see sequels to Yellowstone,
yeah,
whatever that's going to be.
yeah. No, my husband watched the what is it,
83.
Well, it was
1883. I almost
Yeah,
said
I'm sorry.
1820.
So yeah, you're right. 1883, 1923. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about where Rip and Beth go after Yellowstone now. The sequel. Like because Yellowstone ended. Whatever's happening after that, there's supposed to be
Oh
some other
gosh,
spin-offs,
yeah.
I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like that's just another season of the original episode.
Yeah, it'll be another season.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know until it comes out.
I don't know.
Did
I
you
never
watch
watched
Come on,
it.
Lioness?
Jessica.
I did not.
Oh,
Actually,
I
should
wa-
I watch that?
Oh, yeah.
Because
It's
I'm
not
in the
bad.
market for a
It's
new
good.
show
Yeah.
now.
Yes, and I'll recommend
love
some other
watching
There's
ones.
only one
shows.
season of that too, right?
One.
2 now. They're. It may be over now because I binge watch things later. But I know the second season's going on, or is going
No,
on.
that's a pretty good show too.
Of Lioness.
Lioness is
Talking about?
good.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, you're right.
'cause
There was 2. Yeah.
I'm done with everything right
Are
now.
you- so these are like action drama shows. Do you like any the ones that bring tears to your eyes?
I do.
All right, I got
These
one
aren't
for
like
you.
girly. Like oh
What
my
is that?
god.
From scratch.
From scratch. Is that on Netflix?
I
feel
think
like I've
so.
seen it on there.
Man,
I think it's actually a movie about venereal disease.
no,
It's
I cried
they sell
more than my
penicillin.
wife.
I thought that was the
I'm
scratch.
very emotional.
Yeah.
So
Penicillin
trust
driven.
me.
so
I
from
would cry,
scratch,
too.
I would have tissue box with me. There has not been a single episode where I didn't cry,
Aw.
and it's so good. It's a really good storyline.
It's a series or a movie.
It's series
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
from
for
scratch.
From scratch.
That one really can bring you.
Since we're talking about crying stuff, because I'm an emotional giant as
You
well.
gonna start crying?
I will if you keep talking because it's painful. There's a new movie out called Nona's.
Oh, somebody just told me about
With,
that.
Vince
I
Vaughn?
saw that on Netflix.
It's
yeah.
pretty like it's very memory driven, but it's a pretty good movie. I
That's
just
what
watched
I've
it. Yeah.
heard. Yeah, somebody told me to watch that in Instant Family.
I don't know that one.
So that's with Mark Wahlberg, and he actually wrote it and directed it. And I bawed my eyes out.
Maybe
at
I'll
the
watch
end
that
of
one next. I
movie.
didn't see that.
It was so good. Yeah, it was cute.
Instant Family.
It's called Instant Family. Yeah, it's about Mark Wahlberg and his wife decide to adopt
Oh, I've seen that.
a child.
so it's a
and they
doc-
get
Comes with
3
two-
kids.
I've
yeah.
seen that.
Is it a
That's good.
documentary type thing?
No, that's a movie.
No, it's a movie,
Oh,
but
okay.
I think it's based on a true story. And at the end of the movie, they show all
Yeah.
these adopted families together. And I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. You're just at
I
the
like
end,
watching
you're
the movies
oh my
about
God.
people and then they show the real people.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, I love that part. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's just, it
what's
touches you.
what's
you
the
know?
one with the football player from Ravens?
Oh, Jonathan Ogden with Sandra Bullock
Sandra Bullock. What's
and
that movie?
Tim McGraw.
Blindside.
Blindside.
Blindside, yes.
That's a
Yep.
good one.
His
Yeah,
name's
it's a
not
great
Jonathan
one.
Ogden. It's Michael something.
Yes, Michael something for
Yeah,
sure.
his last
I
name is
can't
actually
remember.
something.
Yes. I think you're
Interesting.
right.
Yeah, that makes
You're
more
right.
sense.
But this Nona's is it's Vince Vaughn. He has a big, strong connection to his Italian mom and grandmother. They die, and he wants to start a restaurant.
The restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the previews.
And then he only hires grandmas,
Yeah.
right?
It's a great movie. I watched the
no
whole
one
thing.
does.
I'm like,
Okay.
no one's around me. I'm crying. This is fucking weird.
yeah.
My wife's gonna come. My daughter's gonna come and be like, "What?" And I'm like, "Nothing."
My problem with Vince Vaughn, and I like him, he's a good actor, but he plays the same part.
But this one's different. This
it?
one, yeah.
Okay.
He's always like a smart ass sort of ad lib. Like people talk about his movies. It's hard to sort of act with him because he adds stuff in that's not in the script.
Right.
But this one, maybe he did. But it's more of a sentimental movie than a comedy.
Okay.
Cool.
Not like Wedding Crashers.
Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah.
Wedding Crashers.
When
Have you seen the movie Sisters on Netflix? I mean, it's an older movie now. Sisters with Amy Poehler and Tina Fey.
Maybe, yes, I did see that. I know exactly
If
what
you
you're talking
haven't
about.
seen it in a while, please watch it again. I'm going to give you my number so you can text me after you watch it.
Yeah, we'll
because
text the shows
It
to
is so
us.
John Cena's in it. He's like the drug dealer.
Oh, really?
Oh my God! It is the
John Cena's a
funniest-
pretty fucking funny guy.
It
Yeah,
is
he
the
is.
funniest movie. They just came out with it on Netflix.
Okay,
so,
Sisters.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's pretty
There's
good.
another movie with John Cena and Mark Wahlberg where they're like stepdads.
Oh.
No, that's not.
It's not. Yeah, you're right. It's not Stepdads. It's
That's not the name of the movie, but I forgot.
I could see it too, and I have no
yeah.
idea.
No, you're right. It's only 2 or 3 years old maybe. But yeah, John Cena is the current dad.
Yeah,
And Mark Wahlberg's the biological dad, but
Yeah.
they're divorced.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it like a older movie?
It's like 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
not-
Is this the one with the cell tower that looked like a tree?
No, that's not it.
Yeah, because then someone went and cut it down. They're like, what the fuck?
No,
it was
that's
hard
not
to
it.
cut down. It was a
No,
cell
that's
tower.
like
It was a tree.
Christmas Vacation. No, that's not Christmas Vacation. No, but that's not the one.
These old fashions fuck everything up.
Yeah, right? I
it's all your
know.
fault,
It's all my
JJ.
fault. I did JJ thing.
You did a JJ
But,
thing.
so besides those special charity event, anything else that you guys want to add? I just don't want to end the show before.
You're very community involved. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, I think for us is that we're looking for new ways to get out there. Things that we've never done before, things that our corporate hasn't done before.
Like this.
Like
You got
a
done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Never done. I'm sure that no GM has done a podcast.
Bring them all on. We'll do
It
remote.
sounds like your location is like a pilot location for new things to try.
It sure
I
is.
think it's more on me because I'm like, okay, this might work. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, we just don't do it.
Are you like
but
the
if it
youngest
does-
GM?
No.
Yeah, but you don't know.
I'm 40. Well, I'm sorry. I'm 21.
You look younger than 40.
And you don't know if it doesn't work until you try it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's funny because it's like this week. It's this week. We're doing this podcast, and
I'm sitting at the bar with her, and we're trying to figure out when we're gonna do this, and she's like, "Oh, what about what's today, June 3rd?"
yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, the same week of Taste of Syracuse." She's like, "Yeah, let's do it." I'm like, "Okay."
You don't
Yeah,
seem like you're
well-
really afraid of much.
Well, it was funny. I had told him, I said, hey, I got this opportunity. It was right when I got back from South Carolina after I met you guys. I said, I have this opportunity to go on the podcast. I said, I want to go, but I said, I'm super, super nervous. I said, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. And he puts his arm around my shoulder. He goes, JJ, if anybody can do it, it's you. You're going to be great. He goes, I want nothing to do with it, but you're gonna do great. So he goes, why don't you just email corporate and just let them know that you're doing this, just to make sure they're okay with it and everything. So then corporate emails me back like a few minutes later, and they were like, oh, that sounds great. It sounds like a great opportunity. They said the only thing that we normally ask when an employee does talk about, our business in the media or whatever, we do ask that your general manager goes with you.
Oh,
we both got
busted.
the email. We both got
Busted.
the email at the same time, and all of a sudden I hear from the office, God damn it, JJ! He gets so mad at me. He's like, you dragged me into this. And I go, but I'm so glad that we did this.
Yeah,
It's
same.
so good to see you guys.
Honestly, I don't regret it. I had a really good time tonight.
Yeah, me too. And you guys are amazing.
Thank
I
you.
said, I gave Joe Rogan a little bit of a break,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I've been only listening to your podcast now for
thank you.
weeks.
You hear
and
that, Joe Rogan?
Yeah, right. I know. I'm like, I did take a break when he had Guy Fieri on because I'm big into
That's
the
right.
Food Network and all that. So I did listen to that one, but it was funny because I'm really glad to see you guys again, and
Same.
Thank you.
we had a lot of fun at that
Yeah,
event that
yeah.
we went to, and I can't wait for your birthday
Yeah,
party.
yeah. And you guys are welcome back whenever, and we certainly
Yeah.
want to hear about how Taste Syracuse went for you.
Yeah, definitely. And
I'm pretty sure we'll have some more stories.
I'm sure.
That'll be
Yeah,
fun.
please
to
come
talk
back.
about.
And we always, you never know what kind of guests we have. We like to connect them with people. We've
Yeah.
had listeners that reached out, that been connected with guests for some services, whether it was workouts or, they needed to talk to a psychologist,
Wellness,
or
yeah.
nutritionist, or
Cool.
whatever. All these local businesses that come on here, you never know. There might be a listener listening now, or one of our guests who has been on here might need catering,
Yeah.
and would love to hear that these.
It's hard to find someone who doesn't need catering at some point.
Well, and you know what? I'm going to personally deliver it. So,
Yeah.
just know that I never let anything leave my kitchen, even if you sit at my bar. If something doesn't look right, I will 100% not bring it out until it's perfect. Same thing with catering. I take my job really seriously, and
It's good
I love
to
it.
hear the kind of work ethic you have, because
Thank you.
there's, like you've said before too, like there's a lack of that.
Yeah.
I feel like there's less of importance to hold on to your job. Like people are willing to whatever, then I'm quit.
Yeah.
It's,
for sure.
I feel like there's easy for them to say
that's
that.
the younger generation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on now where they're like, oh, I'll just quit. I'll just go somewhere else, and it's hard, especially post COVID, to get a good staff.
Yeah.
You're
for
right.
Sure.
You're right.
Well, it seems like a great decision, but then on your resume, when you have 8 jobs that you've been at for 2 months each, people are like,
You're the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
So, Jessica, Vince, thank you so much for coming.
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Enjoyed being
We're
here.
so happy you were able to make it. What a spread you had here with the cocktail.
Yes, thank you for all that.
Yeah.
The old fashioned was, I love trying old fashions, and it's like everyone sometimes have their own taste to it, like their own niche. And like you smoking the icicle, I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
And like you
cool.
said, it's not like a recipe thing.
Yeah, it's just
it's a JJ thing.
Yeah, it's a JJ.
It's also
Can we work on hashtag and JJ thing?
Yeah, right.
and it's also an ice cube, not an icicle. Just saying.
I said icicle.
Like 5 times.
All right, it's not a cube. It's a
It is.
sphere.
It's not a sickle.
It's an ice sphere.
I love it.
So we can, like I said, we got this merch thing. We can do JJ things. We
For
can
sure,
hash-
with your
hashtag-
permission.
It's not
I
a
would love
sickle.
for you to do that. I will definitely
It's
buy
not a
some
sickle.
for
Wait,
sure.
wait. You don't have to buy it.
Oh.
Not only will JJ buy it, but I'll buy a lot, and then my staff will buy a lot too.
It's selling at your store
Yeah, I
or
would.
your restaurant. Sorry.
Yeah, I definitely
With
would.
JJ permission, we'll put merch. It's
Yep.
a JJ thing.
Got it. You got my permission.
Oh, yeah, I will make that happen.
Please come back.
Yeah.
Tell us any other specials, funny stories, your experiences in your new ventures of like the Taste of Syracuse or any other things you've done,
Yeah.
or if you've been on other podcasts. I hope it goes well. And
I hope you're not on them, but go ahead.
Yeah. No, we're sold.
But anything
Actually,
we
I
can
don't
help
know.
you promote, whatever comes up.
how
Yeah.
many podcasts? It's hard to find local podcasts around here
Yeah.
that like consistent.
Well,
we know
Anthony,
maybe
Anthony does it.
we know
You
maybe a
guys are
few.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
I absolutely love listening.
And we have
to you
fun
guys.
doing it. So thank you
Yeah.
for being
Yeah.
part of that and dealing with
That
it.
was great.
And then location of your restaurant.
Route 31, right at the 481 exit.
Okay.
Across from Wegmans.
Clay, or is that Clay? Because sometimes it's Clay, sometimes Liverpool. I don't fucking know.
Technically, it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
It's Liverpool. Clay.
Yeah, our address is Liverpool.
Okay.
But yeah, we're right there. We're right next to Chick-fil-A. I know we were just talking about that. So
On Route 31. And then
Yep.
do you guys have social media presence?
Yep. So it's
all her.
Smokey Bones Liverpool, and again, I do have that giveaway going on with the. You can go on there and see pictures of it, but I have the cigar ashtray. There's a whole bunch of other stuff in there. There's the cigar lighter. There's like a portable ashtray. There's a whole bunch of other stuff in
And
there.
is that only on Facebook or also Instagram?
It's actually only on Facebook.
Only on
So
Facebook.
yeah, so if you guys could go on Facebook and just like our page, I'd really appreciate it. like I said, we're trying to build our followers right now because I will be posting a bunch of different stuff, any of our specials that we have, but you really can't beat our specials that we have right now. And like I said, happy hours all day, every day. So
we got some lunch specials too. I mean, we got $7.99 bowls and different things. So we definitely have a good cheap lunch, if you will.
Yeah.
$7.99.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's cheaper than McDonald's.
Yeah.
I think McDonald's
It's better food, better quality, everything. Right.
Yeah.
If you get
it's the
it,
happiest place on earth.
No, your food. No.
That's what I'm saying. It's the happiest place on earth.
On Mondays and
You got
Thursdays.
happy hour all day, every
Mondays
day.
and Thursdays.
On it. Yes, of course. Come see me.
So how about Instagram or TikTok, any of that?
There is a Smokey Bones TikTok. We don't have any part of that.
Can you even get TikTok anymore?
Yeah.
You can still download it? Okay, I wasn't sure.
No, they just keep pushing out the deadline.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I watch way too much TikTok.
I'm not
Because
even on it.
we just started it like last week.
No, we
us.
have to. I mean, I would like to have an Instagram page. We're probably, in the coming months look into that. I mean, we're willing to try anything at this
Yeah,
point.
Instagram's our biggest
I
follower.
think Instagram, Facebook is like the same demographic.
Yeah.
Same fucking company.
Well, I know, but like you see younger people going to TikTok, and there's
Icicle.
less younger people on Instagram. I like numbers.
Yeah.
Icicle.
You know what? Not gonna say on the air. There's gonna be a kid listening.
Yeah,
famous.
right? I know. She's famous.
So thank you so much
All right,
again
guys.
Yes,
for
thank
making
you so
time to come out.
much.
Thank you for the drinks that you prepared,
And the cigars,
the cigars, the
Yep.
gifts,
the wings, the food.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I want you to try the
Absolutely.
smoked wings so you can know what you're getting.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I do actually have one more important question.
Yes.
Do you guys like flats or drums?
Yes.
Both?
Both. Yeah.
I'd rather have the drum part, but I'll eat them both.
I'm a drum guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously?
There's more meat on the drum.
Forever.
Okay,
You can eat it like a caveman.
I'm convinced that people who say they like drums better is because they don't know how to eat flats properly.
All right.
Because flats are
We are no longer
delicious.
friends.
Yep. No, I don't know
Flats
why
are
you're-
delicious and they're juicier.
Yeah.
They're
I
They're
like
so much
them.
better.
I don't dislike them. I think it's just more convenient to eat the drum because I can have a beer. It's hard to eat a flat with one hand.
How about this? If you break one side of the flat,
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean you already
the other part pulls out, and then you can just.
you already lost me. How about this?
This is how you eat a drum. Like,
Okay,
it's-
fine. I'm not winning this argument. It's 3 against 1.
No. I like both.
Okay.
There's no.
All right.
Yeah.
I just wanted
I
to
would
ask
rate-
that. Only because I was
Yeah,
curious.
that's
but-
fine.
All right.
But
Cool.
that's
How
a
about
good
boneless?
question.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
I don't even want to get into the bonus.
Yeah.
Don't say that. No, that didn't happen.
No.
So-
we'll edit that out.
Thank you again, Rick.
Yes,
All right.
thank you
Thanks,
guys so
guys.
much.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
We'll look forward to next time, and you'll be seeing me at your restaurant.
I hope so.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.